So the first and best legendary bow you can get in Enshrouded, which is possible to get early on, actually spawns at a specific fixed location as a guaranteed drop. And I'm going to be showing you how to reach that location step by step and get this bow in this video. Now this means that you don't need to spend ages farming a legendary bow from a loot chest. Instead, you'll just be able to come straight here. Now the legendary bow we'll be getting is the Fell Commander bow. Don't worry, even though it says level 20, you can actually use this at any level. But this is actually the highest level bow you can get this early on in the game. It's even been buffed in a recent patch to replenish stamina now instead of mana. So starting here at the bottom of the map at the Cinder Vault, you can see where you place your first base just over here, and in the distance there to the north we can see the Springland's Ancient Spire, which is located north across Braylon Bridge, and up this hill just here you'll find the Ancient Spire. Now I've already unlocked it right here, and from this location you can see the Revelwood Ancient Spire over there in the forest to the northeast. Now to get there, you're going to want to fly directly north to that black building right in front of me, the Ancient Vault of the Farmer. We're currently here at the Ancient Spire of the Springlands. If I fly directly north, we'll eventually get just here to the Ancient Vault of the Farmer on the map. Now once you reach this location, we'll just go forward a bit and zoom in. You can then come down to the right and walk along this cliff edge here and work your way up. Following this path to the north, you'll come past the town of Willow Crush just here. If you carry on going north, you'll find a bridge, and here you can cross over this shroud, which is level 3, and you will need to upgrade your flame altar to get past it. And then once you pass over that bridge, come through this ruin and follow this cliff edge past the carpenter's camp, and then you can drop down the cliff just here. And just to the north, you'll find the Ancient Spire of Revelwood, just here on the map. So it's essentially here, all the way north, and then slightly northeast. Now, if you want a full guide of how to get there with an actual walkthrough, there's one in the description below, so just watch that. So from the Ancient Spire of the Revelwood, just over here on the map, we're now going to head northeast. We're going to go and glide from the top up here because it gives us even more altitude. And now we're just going to double jump and glide. I'm using the advanced glider, so we can easily make this jump. I assume you have it at this point in the game, but if you don't, you can just use the normal glider. So we're going to carry on gliding to the northeast here, just between these rocks where this mountain is, so we can get over to the other side of the shroud here. You can actually find a very good amber deposit just down there at the bottom to mine if you're interested. So now we're across, we're going to head northeast directly, past all of these enemies. We just go ahead and ignore them. We've currently flown from here all the way to here, and we're just going to carry on going northeast directly. It is really that simple. There's nothing in this forest that will hurt you that you can't run past, so it is that basic. And you're going to come to a path, and you can just kind of like follow this path along a bit. And also, if you guys want to get my whole armor set and shield, you can actually find it in lootable containers. I'll leave a guide on where to get each of those in the description below. Here's the path again, and we're actually going to find a location called the Abandoned Hunter's Camp. Now, while you're here, there are a few lore notes and a chest you can open with some leveled loot inside, and another chest over here. Now, if you run up the top here and use your grappling hook, you can also find some more loot and another lore note. And there's a silver chest to the left-hand side. After you're done looting the Abandoned Hunter's Camp, you can just carry on heading northeast down this pathway. And eventually you will see directly in front of you a giant bridge, which is currently kind of like the end of the early access zone. This is a level 15 area in here. Now, when you see that bridge where I'm standing with the path just behind me, you'll find another note actually just here. And we now want to go to the east. So let's head onwards. And when we're up here, you can just hop onto this sort of like rock thing. There's a very, very easy way of doing this now we've reached the ancient bridge. And what we want to do is go to our crafting and craft ourselves a flame altar with 5 stone. And go ahead and put that on this rock here. Now, obviously, if you don't have any stone, just get your pickaxe out, mine through the dirt, and then just start mining stone to get some. And now, if anything goes wrong, we can just respawn at this location. But just for reference, we're here on the map at the ancient bridge near the shroud route, which you can very easily destroy from this location. We came all the way from the Ancient Spire in Revelwood Forest, just located here. We ran all the way to the northeast. So now we're here from that location, directly to the north, and you can actually see kind of like a shroud route. If I just jump down here, maybe it's a bit easier. There it is. Now it's spawned in. And we're actually going to want to fly to that location directly. Should be able to land on this wooden rafter here like this. Now get your axe out, just chop down this shroud route because it's going to make this boss fight a lot easier for you. So now that that's destroyed, it's removed the shroud from the close area around us. We can also avoid all the enemies by doing it this way. Now you can actually run and double jump across here like this and then run down this narrow pathway. And now we're going to jump over there and the boss is going to be right in front of us. So I'm going to be using a basic bow just to show this can be done at like any level. So let's get our grappling hook here. And directly to the southeast here, we're going to see a boss enemy underneath this bridge. There he is. He's right at the back there. Now there's loads of enemies over there, but the best way to do this is just to bait his attention like this. You could sneak attack him as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and start shooting him from here. Ideally, you want to be going for the headshots on this guy. Now, as soon as he comes over, just run away. And you're going to go ahead and glide back down here. And now he's pretty smart. So he's going to run down this thing to the right-hand side. And he will be able to get to you. But when he does get to you, I'm going to show you what to do to basically, you know, make it so you're invincible during this fight. Okay, we've actually managed to get him stuck. But just to demonstrate, you kind of like bait him over here. Then you can just run away like so. And then you can use the grappling hook here. You see, now he's on the red lava. Now, if you want to actually fight him in combat, it is pretty easy. You can just carry on running around in a circle. And you can actually get him stuck if he falls off the cliff here. So right now, he can't. So now he just can't get to us. And from here, I can just go ahead and just pelt him with arrows like this until he dies. And I'm using the weakest bow in the game, by the way, so hopefully it will be faster for you guys to kill him. But there we go. He's now dead. And we can go ahead and loot him. Like so. And we get a shroud core, his head, some runes, and most importantly, the Fell Commander bow, which is a level 15 weapon until we upgrade it to level 20. So if we go ahead and talk to the blacksmith, we can go to enhance equipment and tell him to upgrade our Fell Commander bow. It starts out with a power of 17, but once fully upgraded, it has a power of 22, and it caps out at a level 20 legendary bow with a 0.6 second draw speed, 170 max durability, 7% arrow speed. The vicious ability increases your backstab damage by 20%, which is whenever you hit an enemy in the back. Precise is going to increase your critical hit chance by another 5%, which is incredibly good for archers. It also has +4 shroud magic damage, which is nice, which increases its damage to 26, but it doesn't actually show you in this power stat. Now, Stamina Leech is going to give you 5% of your damage back as stamina, which is incredibly good for bow users, and Brutal increases your critical hit damage by another 20%.